Hello everyone, I'm Leora Sims. Welcome back to another lot showcase. Today's lot is a residential lot built in Willow Creek on a 40 by 30 lot. And it is meant for Sims who really love the outdoors and maybe want to take a piece of Granite Falls back home with them. So this was not meant to be a rental cabin, but I wanted this house to have a lot of the Granite Falls items and a lot of outdoor space. I really love the way this house came out. Here we have Anastasia Spencer and Henry Anderson. They were the Sims in my latest Create a Sim showcase, which was last Sunday. If you missed that showcase and would like to see it, I will have a link to that video in the description. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. As you can see, you enter the home and you're in the living room, but there is some space if you want to greet your guests before they step into the living area. You have a TV on this lot. You have a couch from the outdoor retreat game pack because, as I said, this house was built with Sims who love the outdoors in mind. Sims who would love to go to Granite Falls and live there, but don't have that luxury because Granite Falls is a vacation spot only. So you do need the game pack for this particular lot if you want to download it. Let me just put the walls slightly up so you can see what I did with this area. Over here you have a computer nook. This is what I love to do in the past with my Sims 3 houses. I would just put a computer nook in the living room because I wanted my Sims to have a computer and the luxuries of an office, but sometimes I thought that an office took up too much room, So, in The Sims, I love this look of having a computer nook right here, and I did add some lamps from the game pack Outdoor Retreat, and this is probably my second favorite area of the house. You can also put this house in Granite Falls, and I think it would make a lovely vacation home. But as I said, it's not meant to be a cabin, so that's why it doesn't look like a cabin. But I love the wood from the game pack. So I was looking for an excuse to use it, and I'm not just going to use the floor and then things from the base game. If I'm going to build a house that utilizes the items from a game pack, um, I'm going to go all out with it because I like to build houses that are accessible to everyone, and I'd like to just tell everyone the game packs I use or expansion packs I use right off the bat. And if I just use the floor um, from Granite Falls and none of the other items, I think I would feel guilty because I would feel like Leora, um, just using the floor and not the other items, and then telling people they can't download this house because it has a Granite Falls floor is kind of a dip. So if I'm going to use a game pack or an expansion pack, I'm going to use it and let you know exactly what comes from what. Before I had a YouTube channel, I thought about having a YouTube channel for a long time. And I'm happy I didn't have a YouTube channel before because I don't think that I was ready for it. But one thing that's great about The Sims 4, and the reason I feel comfortable building and showing you my designs in The Sims 4, is because it's easier to tell you guys what is what's in the house. In other words, what expansion packs slash game packs did I use? In The Sims 3, sometimes I would build, and it was very confusing to tell what came with what pack. So I would try to build a base game house and put it on the exchange. But then the exchange would tell me that I used something from Supernatural or something, and I wasn't aware. But I love the Sims 4 icons. Um, if I don't, if there's a future, there's going to be a future expansion pack called Get to Work. And if I choose to use things from Get to Work and from Seasons when it comes out in the future, because I do believe that we will have Seasons, I want to know that I use something from Get to Work and not Seasons. I want to be able to tell you I use this from Seasons and this from Get to Work and this from Supernatural, or this is a purely Supernatural house, or this is a purely Get to Work house. Or I only use 2 expansion packs, Seasons and Get to Work. I want to be able to tell the people who view my houses exactly what's used, because that's a lot of the reason why I didn't download other people's houses, besides the concern for the custom content, was because, again, I didn't have every Sims 3 expansion pack. I'm missing, I believe, 3... I'm missing, I believe, 3 Sims 3 stuff packs and at least 2 expansion packs. Um, and there were a lot of houses that I would have loved to download, but I didn't have World Adventures. And later on, I didn't have Into the Future. But the icons make it very easy for me to build and know what is coming from what. Next, we have my next favorite room, and that is the kitchen. I love this kitchen because I love this green color, and to me it looks a little bit soft, um, and a little bit peaceful because you have the lights here. If I didn't have these lights here, this kitchen would be way too dark. Um, but I wanted to give it a warm feeling, and I believe because of the lights you get that warm feeling, and otherwise this kitchen would be very cold looking. I wanted it to look like a dimly lit kitchen because sometimes a person goes into a house and at night the kitchen has little lights so that like a night light so that you can see what's going on. There people put night lights in kitchens and bathrooms, so I really didn't want this kitchen to have tremendous light, just very dim. But if I didn't have these lights in here, I wouldn't be able to see. But it's supposed to be a very laid back, simple kitchen. You just have your stove and plenty of counter space. I did that because I don't know what kitchen items we're gonna have in future expansion packs or game packs. So I try to make my kitchens fairly large so that if you download this house and you want to add things from other expansion packs or stuff packs, you can do so. And of course you have my tea maker, one of my favorite things in The Sims 4. And I love the sink for this particular kitchen. And then you just have a table and a black floor. I chose this floor because it suited the look I was going for. I tried tile. It didn't work as much. We don't have a lot of selections of tile in The Sims 4. Something that I hope that they remedy very soon, and something I really think they will, especially with Get to Work coming out with a component of open for business, because in a lot of cafeterias or bakeries you will find tile floors. So I really hope in the next expansion pack we get some new tile specifically. I'm very happy with the woods. I could always use more wood flooring, but we are really lacking in tile. I think that we only have 2 tile and not that many choices on how to color it. wanted this house to have a rustic feel, but I didn't want to do a wood floor in the kitchen. Just put the walls up slightly again. And here you have a nice bedroom with a double bed and an easel for your Sims who love to paint. Have a nice dresser. I love this dresser. This is a base game dresser, but this bed is a outdoor retreat bed. Here is your second bedroom with the same bed, just a different color, and I chose the lighter woods for the two bedrooms. Here is the first bathroom. This has a nice shower, a base game shower, because again, this is not a Granite Falls rental. The game pack did come with showers, but one of the showers is a tarp, and the other is a wooden shower that you would find in a cabin or a cabin rental. But because this house is really meant for a Willow Creek family, I chose to use a regular shower from the base game. But this sink comes from the game pack.
Ha ha! Wonderful day!
Okay, now you have your second bathroom. And that also has a base game shower and the same sink. The window coverings are also from the base game. This is the first time I ever used those blinds. And it came out pretty good. I am very reluctant to use window coverings a lot of the times because in The Sims 3, whenever I tried to put curtains on a window, it didn't look right. And I saw other people playing The Sims 2, and it always looked better. But little by little, certain window treatments I'm putting on my windows because I'm seeing that they do look good. Depending on the window, and depending on the window and the kind of curtain or blind that it is. Here you have a third bedroom. Oh, I also wanted to show you. I didn't put a lot in these bedrooms, so I wanted them to have something in each room. In this room, you have the easel that is for your uh, painting Sims, your Sims who love to paint. And in this room, you have a mirror on the wall, which is something I very rarely do. This mirror is from the game pack. And with this mirror, you can practice a speech. You can admire, my sim can admire herself because she is confident right now. She can freshen up or psych herself up, try on outfits and change her appearance. And change her appearance will, I believe, take her into create a sim. Slightly. Yeah, so that is what it looks like. And this third bedroom is connected to the second bathroom. And it has two single beds from the game pack. These are some new beds. The Sims 4 really needs to concentrate, I believe, on beds. I didn't think that we had enough beds. So I was happy to get the game pack for a variety of reasons, but once I took a look at the beds, I was very happy because I now have more of a selection of beds than I did with just the base game. So hopefully for those of you who didn't get the game pack or don't plan on getting the game pack, future expansion packs that you may get, um, hopefully the Sims team will add a lot more beds to the game, or even add some beds to the game with a free update that they've been doing every month or so. We've been getting a free update, and I really hope that even the base game, in the base game, we get some more beds. But if you're looking for beds, this game pack had a lot of cool beds in it. And I tried to make this a child's room, maybe a twin's room. So I just put a desk here, figuring that um, child Sims could do their homework here. And if you put this in Granite Falls, your child Sims will still have to do homework. So, if they don't have time to do their homework before they leave for Granite Falls, they can always take some time out to do their homework on vacation. You also have the kitchen table as well, but this is a place designated for homework. And I had a neat sim in mind when I made this home, so I didn't clutter it up too much at all. As I said, because I had a neat sim in mind when I made this home. And also, I thought that if you chose to place this lot in Granite Falls, which you could do, you would like to have a nice, neat rental. So that's one of the reasons I didn't clutter it up. Altogether, I believe you could get 8 Sims in this house, and it's not that expensive. Here is the backyard area. I'm going to have my Sim come over here. This house took me about 2 days to build because I was thinking about what would look best, and I spent a lot of time on furnishing. So inside this gate, your Sims have... I'll have her clean up this plate.
Uh-huh.
Your Sims have 2 tables for an outdoor barbecue. You do have 2 lights here. I believe these are game pack lights. If outdoor retreat lights, if they're not, they're base game lights. This is a base game grill because the game pack did not come with new grills. It was surprising. And you could fit several Sims out here. I did not use the move objects on sheets because I don't like to use sheets when building because I don't want things to disappear, and I hear that sometimes when you resize things or you don't have the move objects on cheat on, uh, when you download a house, it won't it won't look good, or some things will disappear. And I don't want to build a house and then you download it and things disappear on you. So I didn't use any cheats building this house. Had I used the move objects on cheats, I would have joined these 2 tables together to make one long table, which I was very tempted to do. But again, I would rather not build with cheats, especially because I know that I've heard that things disappear, or that the person downloading the house must have the move objects cheat turned on when they download a house that used move objects on, and I don't like that. So you have a second part of the yard. Let me just have my Sim Anastasia come over here again. have plenty of room to grill out here. But if you leave this fenced in area, you come to another fence, which is still your Sim's property.
Hajimoni.
And here you have your outdoor campsite. You have the fire pit, which does work. I did play test it. And you have tents, the smaller tents in the that came with the game pack. The game pack came with two sizes of tents. The smaller ones, the smaller tents, which are what these are, because I use the smaller tents, will fit 2 Sims each. And you have 2 coolers here. You have the smaller cooler
Sabavinoosh.
and you have the larger cooler. Have her grab. That may not be a good idea because she has to use the restroom. So I'm going through the house and I'm going to find her a restroom. And Henry, you can use this restroom. But going back out here, as I was saying, you have your 2 tents, a fire pit or a campsite, logs, and 2 coolers. This is the smaller cooler, and this is the larger cooler. These coolers can fit in your Sim's inventory. As you can see, the lot I built it on, I really like this lot for this house because you can see the ducks. I really like the way the fencing came out. And what is his problem? He has low fun? Well, I don't care about that right now. Anastasia is fine, so she can come back outside. I did put an outdoor light here, which came with the game pack. Looks a little bit like a tree. Okay, outside of this fencing area is the last thing I want to show you here. You have some gardening boxes. And because this is a residential lot, you can you can buy seeds. In the past, as many of you know, if you have watched my community lots, I've tried to put these gardening boxes on community lots that weren't classified as a park, and you don't get the option to purchase the seeds because it is a community lot. I am going to build a park at some point soon. That's the plan. And I'm going to put the gardening boxes in, and I'm going to see if they work on a park lot. And if they don't work on a park lot, before you see my park, the boxes will be deleted, and I will tell you that they were deleted for that reason. However, if they do, if the gardening boxes work on a park lot, I will leave them there, and I will be extremely happy because I have seen a gardening area that was considered a community lot, and I believe it was the park. But it hasn't worked on any other lot except a residential lot. I put these gardening boxes out here because you still have some space. As you can see, you have a lot of fenced-in property. I really love the way these fences worked out. Pretty soon you'll see another lot that I built that's similar, that only uses the base game, and I become very good at this fencing, especially because I added bushes over here, which is also in the fencing department. It just, to me, looks very realistic, except you have a lot more yard space. Normally in a regular house, where these tents are where your neighbor's fence would be, but this was a 40 by 30 lot for a family who loves the outdoors, so I figured it was perfect to let them have that outdoor space. And pretty soon you'll see the lot that I built with outdoorsy sims in mind that uses only the base game. That is also a 40 by 30 lot, and that would be placed on this lot if this house wasn't here. Let me just go into build mode and show you how much this house cost. It was actually cheaper than I expected it to be. This house is 47,731 simoleons. So it's not that expensive, and I think for such an inexpensive house, um, I did a pretty good job. Because my intention was to build it for a family that may not have the most money, but needs that outdoor space and also may have a large family. And 47,000 and change is not bad. Just checking, making sure that I don't miss anything else. This lot is also right by a park, and I love these ducks in the background. This was a great lot for this particular house, and as I said, it is meant for Willow Creek. It would be even cheaper, I think, if the 40 by 30 lots were not in the more expensive neighborhoods. I was going to put a horseshoe court here, um, but I'm gonna build a few parks, and one of the parks I'm gonna build, I want to include that horseshoe pit. But I did originally put the horseshoe pit in this house, but I would rather have have a lot of light for the outdoors, because if I'm going to play with this house outdoors, um, with Sims who maybe want to have dinner out here, I need a lot of light, and the horseshoe pit is just very large, and if it's not on a rental property, I see it as being more on a community lot because it is rather large. But I think that if you wanted to add that horseshoe pit, you have plenty of room. You could delete one of these tables or both of them and just have the horseshoe pit here and still have the lights as well. Okay, so that is this house. That here is the front of it. I did not forget a trash can. There is a trash can outside. I almost forgot it. Actually, I did forget it, and then I downloaded it again for myself and saw that there was no trash can and put it in and saved it again. So your neat Sims can very easily take out the trash because there is a trash can in the kitchen and outdoors. If there is no trash can outdoors, guys, and your sim has to clean up, whether it be a neat sim or not, what the sims will do is just wash, take, take the spoiled food or whatever it is, and wash it out in the sink. I like to have my Sims actually go um, and take out the trash. And I wanted the trash can as close to the curb as I could get it. And again, I did not use move objects on. And this house is on the gallery as we speak. I put it up early. I actually put it up about 3 days ago. And my name on the gallery is Leora18. So if you like this house and you have Outdoor Retreat Game Pack, you can go download it and enjoy it. And if you don't have the game pack, it's just going to look a lot different because I use a lot of game pack items, including the floor and the foundation. I use the new foundation that came with the pack, and it will be furnished completely differently because I try to use the game pack furnishings. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you really enjoy the lot. Stay tuned and subscribe, guys.